Hi Leo, Dadhichi here again from astrology.com.au. Any of you that are new here, thanks for dropping by. And you've done it at an incredibly interesting time as far as your horoscope is concerned. And what I'm talking about, and I'm going to focus quite a bit on this, is the transit of Uranus into the uppermost part of your horoscope. And this area relates predominantly to your professional life, the development of your career path. And with this planet being revolutionary in nature, it can really start to shift and quake the ground beneath your feet in a big way. As I've said to some of the other star signs, the only saving grace right now, believe it or not, is the action of this trine aspect from Saturn, which is putting some constraints on it moving in the way it normally does here, which is very abrupt, very explosive at times. In any case, you're going to be very innovative and looking to find new ways and means of doing what you do, possibly even breaking free of your current work. And Uranus is technological in pretty much all its aspects. Its symbol indicates that, as you can see. It is a sort of like a funky looking aerial there at the top part of your horoscope. So as it's just moved into this area, you can see all sorts of changes going to take place. Let's animate the planets. Moon starts off in your sixth house of workplace activities anyhow, in close conjunction with Pluto, then to Mars and Ketu. So first few days of the month up until, the 6th or 7th, maybe even up until the 9th, as it has to pass Neptune, which can confuse issues of finance, work, and the way you relate to others. But what I'm looking at here for you is the manner in which it makes contact there on the 10th of the month, right there with Uranus. That's the trigger. These are important triggers too for you. We see in your sun sign right now the transit of the karmic point, the north node here, and that's creating a right angle with Uranus here. So this can show that you're somewhat out of step with what your work requires at the moment and how you're going to adapt yourself to it. It can be the work, it can be the people that you associate with. Fortunately, a couple of days later, when this planet moves into your 11th house, your friendships and social and business contacts as well can be in for an uplift. Especially there around the 13th, we see there's a new moon taking place, and that indicates that this is a cycle where you are going to also be making some maybe even radical changes to the way you associate with others. Low-key period of Mercury and then Moon in the 12th house. Some downtime is necessary for you. Venus in the sun sign of Leo here is great. This lifts your spirits, makes you very popular with other people. This is a great time to negotiate, especially if the theme that we're talking about is your work. Monetary matters can be well fulfilled around the 18th to the 20th, contracts around the 21st, 22nd. And then the sun spends a month. It's your ruling planet. This is important for you to look at the sun, more importantly than the other star signs. Being in this low-key area of the horoscope, it's what I was just talking about before. Having the space you need to recover your energies and to do what it is you feel you have to do. This can even be some sort of reclusive period or a seminar or time away that you may wish to embark on. It's a very spiritual sector of the zodiac, so you may be looking to gain a greater understanding of yourself at that time. 5th house love affairs around the 25th and 26th. Then a more serious tone is shown by the movement of the moon in conjunction with Saturn and Pluto, again making a repeat of what happened at the very outset of the month. So we see that you may have to return to those issues that started on the 1st of June. Here we see you have a better component astrologically to make communication. You should do that very quickly around the very last day of the month. I'll explain to you why next month, but just as a sneak preview, Mercury will be moving into the opposition to Mars that can create some problems there for you in terms of crosswires, misunderstandings, and out-and-out arguments. That's also shown to be in the right angle around the 30th with Uranus again to do with your work. So these disputes, these misunderstandings are all focused on this part of your life, which is work, 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 and more work. You can find out more about this at astrology.com.au, which is where I've done this month not only your usual monthly textual readings chronologically, but I've talked about Uranus the disruptor and how it's going to affect the 12 signs of the zodiac, not just yours. So you might want to find out about other friends and family members, work colleagues, by taking a look at that and getting an insight. Not huge amounts of text to go through, but pertinent, I think, and giving you a heads up and giving you that forewarning to make you forearmed before any of these major events start to really kick in over the next 6 or 7 years. Take care. Look forward to your company again next month. Bye-bye.